Hi everyone, my name is Hemant Kumar Gupta and my project partner Chaitali. Today we are going to demonstrate you about our project. Its name is Kisan-vikas. Before going into our project, let me demonstrate you about our project, what we have done and what kind of implementation we have done. Before going into that, let me brief you about our project. Basically, what is Kisan-vikas? Kisan-vikas is basically the interaction of farmer and the buyers without interacting with the brokers. That means we are eliminating a brokers between farmer and the buyers so that farmer can earn a more money and he will come to know about the actual price of his product without going anywhere with the help of this platform. Now I am going to demonstrate you or I am going to tell you the schema structure for our project. In our schema structure, we will be having a two part. One is farmer and the second one is customer. In farmer, we will be having a unique ID of a farmer and his name, email, phone number, the password which he will be creating, address. Then farmer will be having a crop that he will be uploading in his profile so that a customer can see what all things, what kind of crops he is having or he can deliver to a particular person. To know about this, we will be having a crop varieties. In crop varieties, we will be having a unique ID of a crop, and to know about the service, we will be having the service ID and what kind of service will be providing, that are insurance, bill payment, and to displace a order, farmer and the customer will be connecting with the order table. In order table, we will be having a unique ID of order and the payment ID and the order ID and the payment amount and creation at what time this particular order has been created, and we will be having a common address of the farmer as well as customer so that we can keep a record of a farmer as well as customer. In bill payment, we'll be having a unique ID of the bill and the amount and the payment date when this payment has done. Now I am going to tell you about registration page. To register, for registration, a farmer should have email. For registration purpose, a farmer should have name, email address and the password. Password he will be typing so that in a video you can see that farmer is typing his name and he's writing his mail ID, and at the last he will be typing a desired password whatever he want. Once he had finished the registration process, then he can see verification successful. If in case something is wrong like email, then it will be showing a validation error. Before registration, we should ensure that our mail ID and the password what we have entered is correct, and the password what we have entered it should be of maximum 5 digits. Once farmer enter the email ID, he had completed the registration. Has the farmer entered the right email? Here you can see that user registration successful. Click click your email. In order to in order Once the user has registered successfully, here you can see the token point successfully. After after registration, a user can log in from anywhere at any time whenever he wants. Here you can see that farmer is log login with the help of his email ID and the password what he had typed. And at the bottom you can see the token is generated automatically. For in for example, if in case a user forget a password, in order to reset a password, he can click on reset password or forgot password. Once he clicked on the forgot password, he have to type his email address what he have typed while registration. Once he will type the email address, you can see that a change password link will be sent to your mail ID. Change password link will be sent to your mail ID, and you can change a password by clicking on your mail, and you can change a password very easily. And you can reset your password by typing your email and the password. Here you can see that we are doing a password process, and we have copied a token which is generated automatically into the value. And you can see that password is changed successfully, and the token is generated reset token. Once we have gone completed our reset password, if a person want to change his password in future due to the security purpose, he can click on change password in order to reset password, so that he have to type his old password what we have entered while registration, and the new password whatever he want in future, so that he can change his password very easily. And here you can see that if you have entered the wrong password, you can see that invalid credential. So one should ensure that whatever password is typing, it should be correct, and the mail ID should be used whatever he had typed while the registration, so it should match with the email address what he had used during the registration process. So make sure that email address should be same what you have entered during the registration. And here you can see that while he had entered the wrong email address, it showed invalid credential. Once he had entered the right email address, you can see that he had changed his password successfully, and in future he had to log in by using the new email address and the new pass sorry, not new email address, new password with he had changed right now. Once the user has registered successfully, here you can see that token point successfully. After registration, a user can log in from anywhere at any time whenever he wants. Here you can see that farmer is log login with the help of his email ID and the password what he had typed. And at the bottom you can see the token is generated automatically. For in for example, if in case a user forget a password, in order to reset a password, he can click on reset password or forgot password. Once he clicked on the forgot password, he have to type his email address what he have typed while registration. Once he will type the email address, you can see that a change password link will be sent to your mail ID. Change password link will be sent to your mail ID, and you can change a password by clicking on your mail, and you can change a password very easily. And you can reset your password by typing your email and the password. Here you can see that we are doing a password process, and we have copied a token which is generated automatically into the value. And you can see that password is changed successfully, and the token is generated reset token. Once we have gone completed our reset password, if a person want to change his password in future due to the security purpose, he can click on change password in order to reset password, so that he have to type his old password what we have entered while registration, and the new password whatever he want in future, so that he can change his password very easily. And here you can see that if you have entered the wrong password, you can see that invalid credential. So one should ensure that whatever password he's typing, it should be correct, and the mail ID should be used whatever he had typed while the registration. So it should match with the email address he had used during the registration process. So make sure that email address should be same what you have entered during the registration. And here you can see that while he had entered the wrong email address, it showed invalid credential. Once he had entered the right email address, you can see that he had changed his password successfully, and in future he had to log in by using the new email address and the new pass sorry, not new email address, new password with he had changed right now. Now I am demonstrating you about our products, what all products a farmer should have, and how he can upload his product. First of all, I am going to tell you about how a farmer can upload his product in his profile so that a customer can see what all products he has, how a farmer can upload a product. Now I am demonstrating how a farmer can upload a product. In order to upload a product in the profile, he will be going to the add product. In add product, you can see that what all products he had already added with the price and the category, and each product is distinguished with the help of a unique ID and its name. Here you can see that the person had successfully added a product with the ID 6, and the what kind of product it is. It is rice, as you can see. Once the farmer had added the product, he can see what all products he had already added in order to make sure that he will be not uploading that product again, and he can delete the product whenever he want according to his wish by clicking on. If a person want to see a particular product, here you can see that with the help of the ID he can see the detail of a particular product, detail like name, price, all the things, which is very essential. As you can see at the right bottom corner, product description. Once the farmer had added the product, a buyer can see all the product. As we can see that this is the product description, and if, let's suppose, if a consumer want to search a product, he can search a product with help of whatever product item he want. For example, here you can see that search bar, a farmer is searching about rice. Once he is searching for the rice, he can see that he will be having a varieties of the rice and the list of the farmer who had uploaded that particular product with the different product ID, so that we can differentiate it very easily, and each and every rice have the different amount. According to the need of the buyer, he can select what all products he want. And now the buyer is selecting a product into his cart. Once the buyer added the product, he can see what all products he had added into his cart. Once he had added, then he can go to a payment option, Razor. For payment, here we have used Razor Pay. I am demonstrating you how a farmer can pay a payment using a Razor Pay. Once the farmer had added all the products, whatever he wants, at the end he can create an invoice and make a bill to pay a particular amount. We are using for the payment Razor Pay. Here for the payment, farmer will be writing all his detail like name, email, the amount, how much he have to pay, and the currency type. And here we have created a create order. Clicked on the create order. In order to make sure that for payment for doing a payment, we should payment for our item. Here we are using a token. A token is the unique combination of alphabets and special character so that one can identify, a system can automatically identify for that particular user. Let's suppose X and Y, we are going to payment this much amount with the help of token. Token is like a building a relationship between the amount what relationship between the amount and the customer who have to pay that particular amount. Basically, we are linking for linking token is like a intermediate between the user and the amount whom who is going to pay that particular amount. And here you can see that here will be having a complete order detail. Here you can see that customer name and the amount, how much they have to pay, and here the invoice is created in the name of the particular person, and they have to enter their mobile number and the mail ID for a payment purpose. Then they have to create a proceed and what all things and how they have to pay according to their wish. They can proceed for their payment according to their need and according to their convenient. Here is how you can see how a payment is done. And here you can see that payment is done successfully. Yeah, here is the proof that you can check. We have received a amount of 458 with the payment ID. Here you can see that, and the reserve pay order ID and the mail ID from whom we have received the amount, and at what time and which date, and with the contact number. Here is the complete information we can see. At the starting, I have shown you how we can log in or we can register with the help of manually feeding the registration, and we have the alternate way to register as well with the help of Google Plus. In order to avoid the long procedure for registration, here we have the two approaches. One is we can register manually by writing our email ID, phone number, and the password whatever we want, and this is the long process. In order to avoid this and for the convenience of a person, we are using alternative method. Here we can log in with the help of a Google, Facebook, whatever we want. But at present, I am demonstrating you how we can log in with the help of the Google or Gmail, with help of the Google, so that automatically it will fetch our complete information like our name, email address, So we have to note enter our mail ID and the phone number. Once we have to click with the help of the Google, we have to register. Then automatically it will be redirecting you to the Google page, and you have to log in your email ID. Once it is verified from their end, automatically a registration will be done. Yeah, here you can see that you have registered successfully. In order to register with the help of Facebook, this is also the same process. Similarly, what we have done with the help of the Google, here we are using login with the help of the Facebook. Here you have to enter your Facebook mail ID and the Facebook password so that you will be automatically registered to our portal Kisan-vikas without entering or without feeding all the information like the name, email address, phone number. To avoid this long process, we are using this alternate method, and it is very convenient for the user too. Once we have done with that, here a person can add a product into his cart. In order to add a product into his cart, he will be using a product ID so that he can easily add a product into his cart with the help of the product ID, because product ID is the one which is unique and it separates from all. In order to add a product, here you can see that we have selected the post, and the link bar we have mentioned the product ID, which is shown at the right top. Once we have added the product, we can see what all product we have added into our cart. In order to see a list of product in the cart, you'll be selecting a cart option from the left for the postman, and we can see that what all products we have entered into our cart. Here you can see that list of all products what we have entered. Yeah, this all are the products we have selected, and here you can see the list of the complete product with the particular prices. After selecting a product, we are adding. Yeah, here is the list of the product for that particular ID or the particular token. We can see here at the right bottom. For example, by mistake, if you have entered or added a wrong product into a cart, to remove that particular product, we will be removing a particular product with the help of that ID. For example, if we want to remove a particular product, we have to enter his product, and here we can see that we have removed a particular product successfully, so that automatically the price will be calculated and added, and if a product is removed, it will be deducted from the amount, and automatically that final product amount will be displayed as I have shown you previously. And now what I'm showing is how a product is added into the cart and how it is removed. Then we are going back to the cart to see that particular product is removed or not. To check that, again we are going back to a cart, and we are seeing what all products we have or we have added into our cart. And at the right bottom we can see that product with the product ID 6 is not there, as we have removed previously, and we have only the product with the product ID 4. In order to check the review of the particular product, we have to go to the review button. Once you have clicked on the review button, you can see what all reviews of a particular product which is given by the buyer, so that a person will be having whether this particular product is good or not. Similarly, like in Flipkart or Shopglue or Amazon, we before buying any product, we are checking the reviews and the rating which is given by the user, so that we will come to know, or we will get come to know about that what kind of product it is. Similarly, whether he should purchase this product or not. Here you can see that we have added a review, and you can see that review is added. And so guys, we are editing our reviews. If we want, we'll be having a multiple options. So guys, here is what all functionalities we have in our project. We have demonstrated this is how a farmer can know the better value of his product and can interact with the person or the buyer directly, and he can earn a more profit. In order to place a order, we will be having an address where we have to place. In order to place order First, we have added a product that I have demonstrated you previously into our cart. Once we have added the product to deliver or to dispatch a product, farmer will be typing his address so that he will get delivered his product to his address. And here you can see that in order to have address, he should have the flat number, pin code, and the landmark and the unique ID of the particular product where we have to order or where we have to dispatch this product. In order to get this in order to dispatch this product at the right place, we'll be using a token so that it will be connecting a address location of a particular person with the person where we have to dispatch this product. And here you can see that we have added our address successfully so that a farmer can dispatch this particular product at the particular location as you have whatever you have entered while registration or after login or at the time of dispatching the product or at the time of creating an invoice for the particular product. If a farmer want to log out his account, here you can see that logout option is there. In the future, if a farmer want to deactivate his account, he think that his account is no more useful. He will be having this feature too. In order to log out, here at the right top of a postman, you can see that he should enter a token value which is unique for a particular person. And here you can see that for a particular unique ID, a unique token is generated automatically. If it mismatch, it will be showing an error, an error. In order to deactivate the account for a verification process, it will be asking you about the mail address, what you have entered while the registration. Once you have entered the email ID, it will be deactivated. The reason behind the entering the email ID is it will be checking whether a person who want to deactivate his account is right or not. Once he had entered the right email address, a person will be deactivated his account successfully. And this is what a person can and the what all features we have in our project. And this is how a farmer can interact directly with the buyer so that he will come to know about the actual price of his product and he can earn a maximum profit. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.